Good morning, people. How are you all diddling? It's an overcast one, and it's definitely going to get wet, but I don't care. So let's crack on with it. Yep, it's a dull overcast one. It is very cold and it's definitely going to rain. But like I said, I don't care. So what am I doing today? Well, I'm going for a bimble. I'm going to be riding my head clearing route, or what I call my head clearing route, up to Kirby Moorside, Yorkshire Moors, Chimney Bank, Yorkshire Moors Moor, up to Whitby and then back down again. Nice little 100-mile round trip. And I've got Bob with me. I'm going to be taking some pictures of Bob, which means stopping in a fair few places. And in case you don't know who Bob is, which you probably do because you've heard me talking about Bob, or future Bob, and wondering what I'm going to call him. Yes, I've called him Bob. And Bob is a 1977 action man adventurer with a brown flopped hair and brown flopped beard, and he has a Facebook page called The Life of Bob and an Instagram account called The Life of Bob 1. So I'd be grateful if you go over to Facebook and Instagram and like, follow and share The Life of Bob. As I've mentioned previously, I'm going to be using him to basically raise awareness for mental health motorbike, Yorkshire Air Ambulance and Yorkshire Blood Bikes. Still no idea how I'm going to do that yet. Basically just photograph him, he'll do posts, write posts, talking and trying to create awareness about said organisations. So yeah, pop over, like, follow, share, subscribe, all the usual stuff. And enjoy this little bimble. So I don't know how much talking I'm going to be doing, but before I do anything I need to go get fuel. No, it's alright, love. Cheers, thank you. Alright, that's fuel done. I can get on my merry way now. Right, and away we go. Yeah, I'm in no rush. Plus roads are greasy, a bit slippy. Obviously there's mud all over roads. A couple of my carrot cake bars with me and a flask of tea in case I want to stop anywhere. Yeah, my Remarkable finally turned up, which I'm pleased about. It's a wonderful device. Like I've said before, it's totally distraction free. It's just for writing, not typing, not doing anything like that. It's just writing, and it is an actual pleasure to write on. It doesn't feel quite like writing on paper, because on paper, even if you just got one sheet of paper, there is a very slight bit of give, because this is a hard surface. You know, it is. There's no give at all, so you can notice that. It's not a deal breaker. It's not, you know, it's almost like writing on paper. But yeah, love it. I've set up 3 or 4 different notebooks for various things, and I've even started a diary. Don't know how long I'll keep it up, because I've tried writing diaries all my life but never had much success at doing it. But yeah, writing a diary. Currently it's just banal crap that I'm writing. It will get, I should imagine, as I progress and get used to doing it, I think it will get a bit more in depth into my feelings and emotions. You know, for the last so many years, trying to write a diary, I've tried typing them, and it's not the same. I mean, I love typing. I love writing my stories, my poetry, and everything else. But I think a diary needs to be handwritten. And I did try the convert to text feature, and even with my horrible handwritten scrawl, which I have trouble actually reading myself sometimes, it converted it perfectly. The only thing it did do were capitalise a couple of words, but to be honest, that was probably me. But yeah, my scroll, I was amazed at how well it did it perfectly, apart from a couple of capitalised words, like I say. Because to be honest, I thought there was no chance on this earth would it be able to convert my handwriting into text, and it did. Absolutely amazed. So well pleased with it, really happy with how it's built and just everything. I might do a review at some point rather. Yeah, I've only had it for maybe 5 days, something like that. 4 days, let's say, and I'm just scratching the surface of it. It could probably do so much more. I've had a doodle with the different pens, and it draws wonderfully. You can get all your different shading and thicknesses, and yeah, it's almost like drawing with a real pencil. But if you do a lot of writing and you have a lot of notebooks, then I highly recommend getting the Remarkable 2, the version 2. I mean, version 1's supposed to be just as good, but it's a bit thicker and don't have as much memory. But yeah, Remarkable 2, highly recommend. I've had to put my heated grips on, got a little bit cold. Well, I could have managed without them, but just a bit too uncomfortable. Yes, I'm a big softie, but if you've got them, you might as well use them. Oh, fucking hell. That cat eye were a little bit slippy there. I overcooked my corner. But hey ho, such is life, I say, such is life. I normally stop there at that gate, but not going to bother today. Fly, little bird, fly! Oh, it's so nice to be out on bike, even if it is bloody cold and I'm going to get wet. I don't bloody care. It's good to be out on bike. Oh, yes, because I bought Bob, the Action Man, I think I've inadvertently started a new hobby, and that's collecting 1/6 scale motorbikes. Oops. I've got a KTM at the moment. They're not Action Man bikes, not to do with Action Man. They are collectibles in their own right. Yeah, I got a KTM, and I've got a GL 1800 Goldwing coming. I mean, 1/6 scale, it's the bloody big bikes. And I've also got a Allen Ness custom chopper coming. They're not cheap, and they are very hard to find 1/6 scale. Well, they are hard to find ones of any quality. There's a fair few cheap Chinese crappy things. And obviously I'm using them as props for Bob, for his photographs and his biker photographs and mental health motorbike and stuff like that. Yeah, so they you know, they're really nice vehicles, well made, and the detail on them is pretty amazing actually. And obviously I ain't just stopped at Bob. Bought another 2 Action Men. Basically for spare parts, you know, the broken or incomplete, and I have got for spare parts. But I do want the body of a 1980 Blue Pants. I've found a few, but I've got to wait till payday. The one I've got, Bob, his body's not very poseable. He's a bit tight, and I don't want to take him to bits and restring him. And his hands and feet don't stay in. So the Blue Pants, it's a rivetless metal, doesn't have metal rivets, and it is actually a lot easier to change parts on a Blue Pants model. Let's see if there's any cars in this car park. Black grouse. And let's take a breath for a minute and admire the scenery. And today there's no wind. Last time I were here it was bloody bitter.